That shit is crazy. People don't understand I got to do all of the shit.
Since we were talking about it,
All right.
we're just going to give it to him.
All right.
Go ahead, man.
Here,
Go ahead,
we
man.
live here, we live there. I'm getting ready to do
So when you're independent, this is what happens. You got to do this shit yourself.
my chanting in here in just a second, y'all. We on. And so, as soon as this one click on real quick. Come on. And here we go. CUTTH. Oh, wait, y'all know what time it is. Cutthroat Radio Podcast. CUTTH. OAT Radio Podcast. I said CUTTH. OAT Cutthroat Radio Podcast. CUTTH. OAT Radio Podcast. Hey, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm in here, man. You know, I got a special treat with me tonight. I always got special treats with me. But before I get into the special guest and treat and let him talk about his past, present, and future, I need you guys to do what? Subscribe, like, share, and comment right now on the YouTube channel. You stupid bitches. I need y'all to do that right now. Go over, don't stop watching me right now and go over to YouTube, click on the YouTube channel, subscribe to the shit, then click back and watch me again. You stupid bitches.
Do it.
Hurry up. Goddamn Cutthroat Radio Podcast. If it wasn't for my viewers that's out there, I wouldn't be shit. So thank you all that's already subscribed, that already shared, that's already liking, and already comment. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. I have a special guest with me tonight. Okay? He is all around the boy. I mean, the boy is Monopoly. He does everything. He does everything from the rooter to the tutor on the pig. Okay? No, not the pig, though. Not the pig. I'm just fucking with you. But I'm gonna let him tell his past, present, and future. But I'm gonna introduce him. Going by the name of AT. What's up, baby?
Man, what's
How you doing?
Man,
How you
what's
living?
going on with it? How you doing?
Right, man, I appreciate you coming in.
Man, I appreciate you having me on Cutthroat Radio.
Man, come on in here.
This is fucking exciting. I'm glad to be here, man.
That's what's up.
Before I got here, I think I was telling you pre-show, I was on some rapper shit. Shooting a video, which was pretty fun. So, you know, that was awesome. And now I'm here on Cutthroat Radio. So
yeah, that is dope.
You can't really get any better than that, bro.
He went from shooting a video, doing the scenes to a video that he getting ready to drop, to coming to a podcast and telling his past, present, and future. Awesome.
Y'all know what time it is, man. So
dope. That's dope. That's rapper shit.
That's rapper shit.
And he on his rap type time right now.
You see me getting my shit set up. Shout out my TikTok people. So,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad to be here, man. This is my guy. I appreciate you having me here.
Let's
do it. What's up?
Cutthroat Radio. Well, I mean, you know, how was the drive? How was your evening going? Everything like that. You know,
the drive was pretty good. The drive was good. Not too bad. Cross town, coming from Roseville.
Okay.
So not a bad drive. And if you're a Sacramento native or a 916 native, you know that it doesn't take too terribly long to get from Roseville to where we are here currently.
All right.
In Carmichael, Sac.
Yeah, well, no, we in Citrus Heights.
Citrus Heights.
We in Citrus Heights.
15-minute drive or so.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool little crosstown drive. You know?
Okay, and you just you chilling like a villain. That's cool. He's cooling today. That's what's up.
Uber Dane, shout out to New Glory.
Oh, hey, look at him. He's doing his thing right now. Look at him. So we're gonna get right into the interview. This is past, present, and future. I love everybody's stories.
Yes.
I'm really intrigued of how everybody got into the game, of how they move and mean, from their past, present, to their future. So I wanted to bring that to my audience, Cutthroat Radio. And he go by the name of AT. So we're gonna get right into it. So what is your what is your name, your biological name, and then what is your stage name?
So my biological name is Anthony Michael Anderson. It's my full name. Stage name is AT.
Yeah.
And basically, like, how I got that name was like it was given to me. It was given to me. I played basketball when I was in high school, and
okay.
My nickname was A-Train. So
A-Train.
They used to call me A-Train. My boy Patrick Adelman, shout out to Patrick Adelman. He used to call me A-Train. And one of my other buddies, Arsham, was a football player.
Okay.
So my sophomore year, I started playing varsity, and I'm a sophomore in varsity, so I didn't get to choose my number because I was a sophomore. I was the kid. So
they picked your number for you.
I had to pick like last, and I had like 3 picks. It was like, you want to be like number 60, number 49, or 51. I was like, hey, I like 50 Cent, and that's over is bigger. It's bigger than 51's bigger than 50. So fuck it, it's close enough to 50. So I'm just take 51.
Okay.
So I'm A Train 51 on MySpace. Shout out to fucking
Wow, he threw MySpace back out there.
Shout out to my man, what's his name, man? That started MySpace. Tom Anderson.
Tom Anderson,
right there.
Tom Anderson,
And it was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back in 05, 04, you had your name with your fucking jersey as your fucking profile picture, all the shit.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? We're gonna multitask. Shout out to my TikTokers.
Yeah, everybody out there, shout out.
And from there, it just kind of became this thing. So once I found out my boy had that name though, I was like, oh shit, we can't have the same name. Plus, he was also number 51. But it was more appropriate for him because he was a fucking middle linebacker playing football. So it made more sense that he was number 51. I was like, man, I don't even want to be number 51. So I ended up trying to shorten the name. And one of my friends in high school was like, why don't you just shorten it to just AT? Like,
Well, I thought it was just because your initials. I mean,
it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Anthony, AT. But they were like, just shorten A Train to AT. Like, that's you.
That's
Just
it.
the letter A and T. So that's what it was for the longest time, was just
AT.
A.T.
Okay. And then you put the
I started thinking of other ways to spell it.
Yeah.
You know, gifts and gifts. Hey,
all right now.
Shout out to you guys. Let's fucking go.
What's up, y'all? I see y'all out there. What's up, Cuddy?
And shout out to you guys too for tuning in, man. But basically, that's how I got my name. Was just in high school. I was about 16, 17, and they just started calling me AT.
Don't look at my questions. Was you always looking at my questions?
And honestly, though, bro, it wasn't even like that many people that was calling me that. It was like just my people that knew like about the A Train thing and like all that. So it was like maybe like 5 or 6 people.
So you rushed over to high school, but we got to backtrack. Where you originally from?
I'm originally from Vallejo, California, man. I was born in Vallejo. My whole family is from out there.
What part of Vallejo?
Shout out to Vallejo, man. I was born in
Shout out Vallejo.
I was born in Sutter Hospital behind Marine World, not Discovery Kingdom.
Oh
bro.
boy.
Marine World.
Oh
Man.
boy.
Discovery.
The north side. So you was like at the north side of Vallejo?
Yeah, that's where I was born at. My family grew up there. My pops grew up off Magazine Street.
Oh, he was in the hillside there.
And
Yeah.
My grandfather, rest in peace, Harold Anderson, he was from the Crest.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy as hell. He never fooled anybody when he would come to the family events with his pressed Dickies and his outfit. Like, Grandpa.
Press Dickies.
Brandy and Hennessy, man. Shout out to Grandpa, man.
Brandy and so wait a minute. Wait. He had cognac and brandy together?
Well, he did the cognac for a minute, and then
Cognac is a higher class of brandy.
Well, he did. I used to see 2 types of things. We see the cognac bottles and the brandy bottles, and then God rest his soul, before he passed, he had a stroke.
Oh,
so he had to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? From it wasn't on that for a while, and then towards the end, later years, Hennessy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Stuff like that. That was classy, but it was less.
Wow. And I want to just say rest in peace to your grandfather, though.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace, Harold Anderson, man. For
Absolutely.
real. Love you, man. For real.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Big time.
Wow, that's a story right there. And I didn't even know that Harold Anderson. Wow,
Yes.
the Andersons. And I know some Andersons, but I don't know if y'all connected or not. I don't know.
Possibly, man.
Maybe. Did you play sports growing up? And what schools did you go to? Did you go to schools in Vallejo?
No. So I was born in Vallejo, and then my pops got accepted to Sac State and Michigan and the University of Michigan.
Okay.
And so right after I was born, my mom was like, "Hey, if you go to Michigan, bye. I ain't going to no damn Michigan. My son was just born.
She
want
wasn't
to
having
stay
that.
close to stuff like that." And my dad's a
I met him before too. I know
dude.
him. I know him.
Smart guy. So he was a computer engineer. Started.
Yeah, I don't know him. I know him.
And he moved us to Sacramento in January '89. So we moved
80.
back in '89, but I was in Vallejo every weekend growing up as a kid. Like, it was every weekend.
With grandparents?
Grandparents, my mom's side of the family, the Gentry Adams, my dad's side.
Is your mom's
Thalmer
side still out there?
Yeah.
Wait. What did you say? Third? What? Who?
Thomers.
And Andersons?
And then the Andersons.
And Andersons.
Yeah.
And they still, all them still is out there.
They're still out there. Some of them are in San Francisco. My grandmother's in Visalia now, but my uncle's still out there.
Visalia. What is it? California.
Southern California.
Okay. Because I was over here. It sounded like she was in
Vallejo for years.
It sounded like she was in France somewhere.
My grandma Jewel, she was in Vallejo forever, for years, and then.
What part of Vallejo?
Right there. So you get off on Magazine Street. And the McDonald's by the 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
You keep so that restaurants, gas stations.
Yep.
Instead of like going up over the overpass to go to the McDonald's, you go under the underpass.
Okay.
You pass a little hotel, and it's that little mobile home that's right. Mobile homes that are right.
Okay, yeah.
And they've been there for my whole life.
Yeah.
Whole life. So my grandma lived there forever, and then when she relocated to Visalia, my uncle took over that spot, and I was just there 2 weeks ago.
Y'all still got the spot.
Still got a spot.
Jesus.
I was just there a couple weeks ago.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Now that's
Been there since like 88. I was born in 88, so they've been there for like, 30
Hickory
years.
Pit exit. He said Hickory Pit. Everybody's watching the show.
Yes.
Everybody watching the show. And thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.
CUTTHOAT. This is some real game.
That Hickory Pit right there, man. And always when we go to the store or wake up at grandma's house, we go to McDonald's to get breakfast, and then they send us to the Ghetto Safeway. Right behind the mobile homes, man. So
Wow.
shout out to my Vallejo family, man. I love you guys, man.
That's
I've been in Sacramento and Roseville for years, but you can't. I was born there, and it's just something about when I'm home there, man. Like being there. My grandmother lives in my father's mom lives Tennessee Street, Georgia Street. My auntie live over there. All that.
Any siblings?
Yes, I got one sibling. My sister name's Chelsea.
Chelsea, how is from mom and dad? Both parents.
From both parents. So shout out to my parents, man. Sticking together for all those years, still together to this day.
Shout out for the real true black love right there, because I met both of them and they are really, really good people.
Shout
really
out to
good
them.
people.
Especially big time shout out to my mom. You know what I'm saying? Love you, mom. You know what time it is.
Really good people.
But no, it's just they always stuck it out, stuck together. So they were together forever, man, and been still together now, and raised me and my sister to not just be the best people that we could be as students and athletes, but just the best possible human beings we could be. So shout out to my parents, man, for sticking it out and putting it together, man.
So I can basically say I'm almost
Excuse
good
me.
to say that there you good. No gang affiliated, none of that street stuff.
I was blessed with that because like my pops told me, and moms, it was just like, hey, we wanted to get you out of the environment because you were born in Vallejo. You was born right there in those trenches. And if we would have stayed there, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
You become your environment. Black boy, whatever it might have been. So I always have been blessed with that decision because we were one or two decisions away from it just not being like that. So once again, shout out to my parents for having awareness and for wanting better for us.
So when you moved,
I started going to school. So my dad being at Sac State, there was a little preschool kindergarten that was directly adjacent to the campus. So me and my sister went there for preschool and kindergarten, and then
what area is this again? You said
so Sac State area. So
Oh yeah. I know
right
the
over
area.
there. So over there, back in the early '90s, in mid '90s, that had if you were a student on campus and you had and you got class or whatever, there was a daycare / preschool / kindergarten that you can enroll your kids in, and while you're at school, your kids, could do the thing. So
no wonder the motherfucker's so goddamn proper.
So my dad was literally in school, like across the street at Sac State, while me and my sister, I'm in preschool doing my preschool thing, and then when I went to kindergarten, she's in preschool.
Come up to the mic.
When I was in kindergarten, she was in preschool and all that. So we did our first couple of years of schooling there. It was just convenient because my mom being a stay-at-home mom, it was convenient for her to be like, hey, I know where my kids are. My husband's at school. It made it a lot easier for us at that time.
Wow, that's amazing how, and I didn't know that they had that. I mean, ARC has something similar like daycare like that, but not as, I don't know if it was very well prepped like that.
Yeah.
But moving on, and that's dope, man. That's so dope. So after that, where'd you go? Like to junior high school and high school.
So after we being in Sac, once my dad graduated from Sac State, he got a job as a computer engineer because he was doing an internship at Intel during his junior year, which was 93. So junior year, he's interning doing this thing, and then 94 senior year, he's in his second year. He's figuring, okay, I'm gonna transition. Right, I've been interning here for 2 years. I'm gonna transition here. Fresh out of college, bring my family to Folsom, which is where we're gonna be at, which is where Intel is at.
Okay.
So he has an opportunity, and then there was a job freeze that happened in the winter of 95, like early 95.
Of the company.
Of Intel, just a job freeze for like 2-3 weeks. So his thing was, I got a young family.
Here we go.
And he comes out here and does an interview and gets the job. So he goes, "Hey guys, like we're moving to Roseville," and like I'm like 6 at the time, so I'm like, and I remember the first time we drove out here, bro. I was so.
My brother was born July 11th.
Swear to God,
Yeah, P.
bro,
PJ.
bro,
July 11th.
July 11th, baby.
Jesus.
It's my sister, man.
Wow.
Shout out to July 11th. Shout out to
Wow.
the Cancers.
Wow. Go keep going.
So, hey, shout out to you, Jason Moore. I see you.
Yeah, definitely.
But basically, it was just an opportunity for him to advance the family, and so we moved to Roseville. And I'm looking around like, what the hell? And there was nothing. January '95, early '95, Roseville, and you had Roseville High School and Kaiser Permanente, but it wasn't what Roseville is now, which is a destination city for people to raise families. There's all types of food and play, just everything you could ask for out there.
Absolutely.
So it wasn't that. So going out there, I didn't know what to expect, especially being a kid. I'm like, man, and I'm thinking too, like, is there anybody that looks like me? I know there isn't, not many. So that woman that I was going into as a young kid, I understood, like, okay.
So you was in Roseville when it was like new.
Yeah, like new. So my parents always teaching me and my sister, like, you guys got to assimilate to the environment that you're in. Like, you guys, it's not going to be too many people that look like you. So,
every time you say that, I'm sorry.
It's true.
No, because you don't say black. You just say look like you.
Because they didn't want to make it. That's the one thing about my parents I always respected. Is like, we knew we was black.
Right.
We always knew. Well, how? And I'm like, well, I'm mixed. I'm like black and Italian. So like that's where that comes from. Coming from both sides. But yeah, I mean, that was just taught us to be able to assimilate to the environment, bro, and just know where we was at. So from a young age, when Pops moved us here at age 6, 7, I knew.
And so you went to what?
So elementary school wise, I went to Oak Hills in Granite Bay. I went to
you went to all the.
I went to Oak Hills in Granite Bay. Fuji, this shit was
half a second.
My second grade year, right? My classroom, because we were getting ready to transition. There were so many new families moving into the area. They built new schools, which I ended up going to. So halfway through second grade, they literally took a poll at my school of like, this is who's going to move to the new school, Maidu, and then this is who's not.
What the
so
fuck?
We're in this. So I was in a regular classroom to start the year, but we had a brand new teacher. So they knew that they were going to move her to the new school. We had no clue though. First day of class, bro, they got us in the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's our classroom for the year until we move. Class, it's one side is dedicated to all the desks. You got a long ass whiteboard and shit, which 1995, y'all, 96.
Jesus,
whiteboards was fucking brand new, y'all.
Mm.
A whiteboard with a dry erase marker in a classroom on a board instead of a chalkboard was new shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, kids, you Generation Zers that were born in 2004 and shit. You guys have no clue what the fuck it's like to watch your teacher literally write with chalk, which is what I had to do. Kindergarten, first grade and shit. So when we got that whiteboard, bro, and it was hella long. So that was all across the long board. And then we had
just told my age. Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, and then we had the motherfucking library area, which was dedicated to the library normally for the entire fucking school. Except for this year, it was, oh, you guys, this is your classroom. So, bro, second grade, I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like, my classroom is bigger than my apartment.
Oh, boy.
My whole classroom is as big as a house.
Boy.
So, like, you couldn't imagine, like, this, getting used to those types of aesthetics when you're, like, not used to seeing that shit. It was weird.
And how old was you around the time?
I was, like, 7, 8, 9 years old.
Damn.
I was 8 in second grade. So
what year was that?
96. So
96.
I turned. So for perspective, y'all, I turned 8 in Jordan's 5th ring campaign, 96, 97. The year the Bulls went 69-23,
which is my.
I was 6. I was 7 years old.
I hope you stupid
8.
bitches is listening.
I turned 8 in 96.
That's my basketball team. You stupid bitches. I hope y'all.
That's my squad.
My dynasty.
Bulls. My whole life. As soon as I became the SAC, I adopted the Kings because I love Mitch Richmond, and Chris Webber came here. And it's been like that ever since.
And I don't deal with no other team.
Been like that ever since. What's up with y'all, man? Yo, what's up? What's up?
So we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna see you TTHOAT. That's a good story right there. What going into all of that? So you 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Did music hit you then? When did the music hit you?
Man, music hit me early. When I was in the womb, my mom and my dad worked at record stores and shit growing up, and so music was just always in them.
That's dope. What out in Roseville?
Nah, and so in Vallejo. So they grew up in Vallejo. So my mom went
to this was back in the day.
Yeah, so my mom went to Hogan High School. My dad went to Vallejo High School.
Okay.
And so, they grew
Apaches
up.
and Spartans.
Yes, sir. And so growing up,
You see what he said right there real quick?
What's that?
We got a hater. The nigga gonna say fake ass bull fan. Fuck your team, nigga. Right in the middle of an interview. Nigga, fuck your team.
Hey, man. Gotta love my squad. I should have worn my freaking... I should have worn my bullshit. I should have done that.
You should have. I wish I had something.
I wore the Kings thing in my video.
I wish I had a bull something in here. Bull to death.
All the shit I should have brought.
Anyway, so
mom and dad went to Hogan and Vallejo, and then growing up, they always loved music because my grandparents, growing up in the 70s, they house parties and records, spinning vinyl records, having folks come through. You know how it used to be back in the day.
Absolutely.
And just enjoying music. And so my mom, especially my mom, like that's really where I get my love of music from. Is from my mom. Like my dad is a big time lover of all different types of music. Really kind of learned some of the technical stuff from him, like watching him as a kid, like hook up the receivers and hook up the speakers. And like I used to really think my dad was like a fucking engineer. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
But my mom was the one that was playing the records. And when we're at home as kids, she's playing the songs, she's singing the songs, she's dancing. So I was getting that vibe from moms, where I'm like my love and my performance stuff from her. And that bled over into my basketball stuff, which we'll get into later. But my mom's really the one that kind of showed me like the love and true passion for music and playing all different types of shit, man. Like Cyndi Lauper, you know what I'm saying? Luther Vandross. My pops was doing Led Zeppelin and Stevie Nicks and the Dewey Brothers. And so as a young black kid, I'm hearing everything. It wasn't just, we listen to NWA. That's it. It was, now I'm going to give you a taste of all these different things. And of course, we're hearing NWA and I'm hearing Cube. And so as a young kid, I was really influenced by all different types of sounds. And my parents really gave me the opportunity to kind of choose what way I wanted to go with my musical taste, because they had all different types of taste. And now for me and my sister now, we love everything. I went through a phase where I only listened to like hip hop and rap shit. My sister was really getting into alternative and stuff like that. 15 years later, I got a freaking alternative pop punk record called freaking I Saw You. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was exposed to those things when I was a kid. So once again, man, shout out to my parents, man.
It just bleeds out into your music.
Shout out to my mom, man, straight up for doing that.
That's what's up. So when you left elementary going into junior high school, did it really start transitioning really hard for you as far as music, or was you intertwining sports and music at the same time?
It was always both dreams at the same time. Basketball was first. It was,
tell us about it.
It was NBA or nothing. That was my whole dream, was just being in the league. I just wanted to be in the league, like on the court, just like Mike. I just wanted to be just like him. That was it. My whole everything was, I just want to be like Mike. And then when Kobe came in the league, I was like, yo, I got two Mikes. You know what I'm saying? I got Mike and I got baby Mike that I can look up to. So them two, as far as role models and dudes that really taught me how to like go about your shit, them two is the ones right there, man. And that's all I cared about, was just being like them. And so even to this day now, I still apply that mindset, that Jordan mindset, that Kobe mindset, that Mamba mentality to the music, where it's just all out relentlessness. You just have no quit, no quit in your.
Going into the music side of that, was you already doing production? Was you doing first?
I was always trying to be a rapper, always. So my whole thing was, if I wasn't going to hoop, I was going to be doing music.
You wanted to entertain.
Basically. I wanted to be an entertainer, and from as a young kid, especially being like one of the only black kids at your school, it's stereotypical as fuck for you to want to be the basketball player and the rapper, right? It just so happened that I was really good at both of those fucking things because I focused all my energy on both. if I wasn't doing hoop, busting my ass doing that, I was at home drawing, creating, painting, doing some type of creation art-wise.
Mhm.
If it wasn't that, then it was, okay, now I'm writing. I started writing music when I was like 9 years old. I started writing songs. I used to annoy the fuck out of my parents in my room because I used to make beats with my hands and shit. To make beats, I used to do the kicks with my palms and the claps with my hands and do the snares with my hands like this and make like whole beats and then start like singing over them and shit. And on top of,
you did all of that with your hands and mouth, and you still was able to rap.
I was doing I would do like the hit the clap or the kick and then the clap with the you know what I'm saying, do all this shit like this, do all these different things.
You hear the beat? Did you hear the beat? Yeah, let's go.
Hit it with the little thing and then go with it and just I was doing all different types of stuff, just trying to create. And I knew from a young age I was like, dude, you're not like a regular like 9 to 5 type of cat. Like you have the capability of doing that shit, but you're gonna feel like you're trapped within this confine that you don't want to be in.
So when did the production kick into play? Because you wanted to be a rapper. So when did you start doing like the beats and stuff?
I really started fucking with making beats after I started recording music. So I started recording music in 2010. Never forget the date.
Oh well, before we get into that, did you we graduated out of high school?
Graduated high school. So I went elementary school wise, right? So I went from Oak Hills, half of second grade, to brand new school called Maidu. Went to Maidu for 3rd, 4th grade. New school got built called Excelsior. I go to Excelsior 5th and 6th grade. Then I go to Olympus.
He went to all
these new fucking schools. Then I go to Olympus, 01, 02, 02, 03, and that school was only like 6 years old when I went there for junior high.
He actually went to schools that was built on the process of building Roseville.
And then I went to Granite Bay. When I started going to Granite Bay High School in the fall of 2003, and that school at that time it was the 7th campaign. It was the 7th year of being open. So it was a 10-year anniversary when I graduated, and so I was really fucking super blessed to not only grow up in this area, but to go to good schools. Yeah, fucking hella good ass teachers, bro.
Sure,
like real shit. My teachers were so fucking good. They were hands on, involved. You know what I'm saying? Like they really gave a fuck about you and about your future and about who you are. Like even when I was 9, 10 years old, and they're on my ass about certain things in my personality type that they want to see me be better at. 20 years down the line, I look back like, damn, they was right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I really appreciate all of my teachers. Shout out to all my teachers, man. 1st grade all the way through. I can name them all right now, Brand. Miss Habian, 1st grade. Shout out to you. Miss Andrews, Miss Henry, Miss Crawford, Miss Berg's Bunch. Shout out to y'all, man. Let me see you drop it low for it one time. Y'all are weird as hell, man. All them, man. All my teachers, bro. 6th grade, Miss Smith. 7th grade, Miss Duncan, Miss Walling. All of my core teachers, my high school teachers, man. Everybody, man. I can't thank y'all enough for what y'all did. So shout out to y'all, bro.
So going on from high school and always wanting to be a rapper, entertaining, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
You dropped any albums? You dropped any projects? You dropped any EPs, LPs?
Man, so when I started doing shit in 2010, I've dropped from the very beginning. My first year, dropped 10 mixtapes right out the gate. Dropped 10 mixtapes, and I called that campaign "Flood the Airwaves." Just let y'all know who I am. Very first mixtape I dropped was called "The Transition," July 2011. And I'll never forget, I dropped that shit on DatPiff. And one of the fucking comments I got on it was this dude that made this long ass paragraph comment talking about calling me a poor man's Drake. And a lot of niggas would be mad as fuck at that shit. I was like, hey, bro.
He said a poor man.
I said, hey, bro. This is 2011 too. So I said, hey, bro, listen. I didn't even respond to it. But my thing is this. This is my very first project, bro. You took the time to listen to this whole shit to get to the point where you had a big enough opinion for you to spend 10 minutes to write a paragraph.
He spent
and compare me to one of the greatest entertainers that we've ever fucking seen.
To the 20th century.
Off the jump. So
Absolutely.
If you think I'm gonna be offended, you just really gave me some roses. I appreciate it.
He said a poor man's Drake. I hope that didn't go over y'all head out there. And
I know what that shit means. You know what they used to call Mitch Richmond? A poor man's Michael Jordan. Ooh. Which means, aside from Mike, that motherfucker was the best shooting guard He flipped it.
So releasing all of the mixtapes and everything, going into a solid project. Have you released an album?
Yeah, so after I did all my tapes, I've done all EPs. So I started dropping EPs in 2017. First EP was called Game Time. Dropped that through Foundation Media. Shout out to Foundation Media. From there, dropped another 2 EPs, all mixed, mastered, engineered, produced by me. I make the beats, I write the songs, I mix the songs, I engineer them.
Master too?
Master all the shit.
And then you go on a promotional hype with them?
Then I do the promo hype with them. So I did Game Time in 2017, 2018 campaign. I did an EP called Me Too. And I did another EP called Blackout EP. And then from there, took some time off, did some singles in 2019.
Yeah.
Dropped a single at the end of 2018 called Sushi. That is what, shout out to my Sacramento Kings and the folks over there that made that possible, played that song all year.
Yeah.
All that. And then the following year, I was able to do a song for them called Host Squad.
Yeah.
And rock with them. So shout out to them for that. But it's just been this progression over time and just taking advantage of opportunities and being blessed to be around good people that want to see me do well, and to no fault of anybody else's that has not gotten that opportunity. Sometimes I feel like you got to go through every fucking thing to get those opportunities, man. And I feel like I've seen a lot of shit, been through a lot of shit. And so I'm just blessed to be here and still have opportunities right now.
Did that opportunity lead you up to anything like as far as like interviews and stuff like that, as far as on TV or anything like that?
It did. So it led to me doing an opportunity with Good Day Sacramento. Shout out to Good Day Sac. Went on there in December of 2018 after I dropped Sushi and did an interview with them, performed it. From there, I was able to follow that up and do another interview with them the following year and perform as well, too, and stay connected with them. And I'm actually getting ready to go back on there again in this next week or so, a couple weeks. Just actually reached out to my contact earlier today and getting ready to go on there and promote an event that I've got coming up for a charity event that I'm doing some donation stuff. So shout out to Good Day, man, for giving me an opportunity and for continuing to bring me back. I appreciate y'all.
How many artists have you worked with so far in your career?
Oh my God. Hundreds, I'd probably say, bro. Hundreds of artists. Team-wise, my team at Typical Records from the very beginning, Panda, Ketty, they gave me the opportunity to come in the studio and express my art and express my creativity and give me a lane to be me and show me that it's good to be you, and gave me a lane to be who I am now, which is AT. So I love them. Shout out to them. Them
That's
two are the ones I always hold a high affection for.
That's what's up.
Always. So shout out to them too. But I've worked with hundreds of artists.
Any artists you want to work with now?
Man, now I'm trying to take things to the next level now, man. So there's some artists I really want to work with that people might not be all the way up hip to. But I want to work with this dude by the name of Park. We've been in contact with each other. Shout out to Park, bro. And Dad X, he's on Empire. Shout out to Dad X, he's from Stockton 209. Shout out to him. Them two got a little collaboration project together that's super dope, but I love their sound and what they do. So shout out to them too. Okay. And as far as big people, like, you know.
Yeah, majors. Who on the majors?
In the majors, man. So I'm a realist. So like, you know, you always want to see yourself be with the Drakes and the people like that, because that's who I measure myself up against when I write bars.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and I remember, you know, Drake told us that Jay-Z was his favorite, and he just let us know, like, hey, man, now it's Hov and then it's me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. Things are possible.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to always say Drake, always. Always going to keep him up there. But who I really actually want to work with, bro, for real.
Yeah.
And do a song with, because they would just be like the dopest shit ever for me, is Wiz Khalifa, bro.
That'd be a dope
for me, bro. I look at Wiz like Snoop, right?
Yeah.
And like how Wiz looked at Snoop coming up, right?
That'd be a dope collab for you.
I look at it like that, bro, where I'm like, man, I always have had major love and respect for Wiz and what he's done. He's influenced an entire generation that's come behind him. Yeah. And I feel like I'm a part of that generation because he came in the year that I started doing this shit.
Yeah.
So shout out to Wiz, man, Taylor Gang, and all of y'all, man, for giving the blueprint, showing it is showing young kids like us when we started. It's cool to like just hang out with your friends and film it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were fucking doing that shit, just hanging out, filming shit, and then just playing it back for our own entertainment for fun. Like, And then we come across Wiz, and I'm like, yo, this dude is doing the same shit.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing with his people, and not just that, but he's putting his people in business positions to be successful businessmen, like how LeBron's done with.
Well, I think Nip was doing that as well.
Yeah, same shit.
Nipsey Hussle was definitely doing
all
that.
money in, no money out, man. Shout out to Nipsey as well, too, man. When I came across that Marathon Take 2010, really, it was that double XL cover. I remember when I first started recording, man, I see that double XL cover. I'm walking into the booth, and my boy in the studios got Pac up on the wall. He got, this is my favorite rapper ever, got Biggie up, and then he got the double XL. And the double X is Big Crit, just the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at these dudes like so inspired, bro. And this is June 2010. So, you know, Drake had just dropped Thank Me Later. And so, you know, driving to the studio, you listening to that. And then you get in there and you see Pac and Big, and you look at that double XL. And I'm walking into the studio and I'm like, yo, it's your time, man. If you got any respect for these cats that you love, bro, you're going to go in here and do your shit. So
on your projects that you've released or whatever, who does your graphics to them?
I do all my fucking graphics, period.
Oh, so you just a one-stop drop. You do everything.
I do all my graphics. Shout out to some of my graphic designers I have worked with. Shout out to St. Luke. Shout out to we got a couple of other folks as well, too, that have worked with us over the years, man, that have done some stuff for us. But 80% of the time you see these graphics get done, it's 2021, y'all. There's enough cover art, apps, Photoshop. You take the time to study what you actually want to do for yourself, you can make it happen. So
what? I didn't mean to cut you. What you should say?
So yeah, 8 times out of 10, it's me or somebody on my team that's making the cover art.
To work.
Yeah.
And that's for the singles and albums and
singles,
whatever,
albums, all that.
Okay. What? Because we're getting close to the end. I know it's juicy and everything. Because I'm just listening. I like to just listen.
Yeah.
And you just.
I feel like I captivate. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the way I talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm all real in. Like, damn, I just signed the nigga.
I just want to sign this nigga right now.
I'm ready to sign the nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't got a red nigga. I'm ready to sign. Are you going? Is this something? You've been doing it all your life. I get it, but is this something you're gonna do for the rest of your life, or are you gonna venture off into other entities?
Honestly, man, that's the plan.
I mean, the plan, honestly, is, you know, just like.
Do you feel like you made it? Do you feel like you successfully made it into the doors of the entertainment business?
I'll say this:
music.
When I did the thing with the Kings, and I got in there and did that, and realized I did that shit by my fucking self. That's when I was like, okay.
You felt a ride.
And then from there to not only just have them play my music at the games, but then have me do a song for them and then play it on the Jumbotron.
I seen that
intro shit.
I seen that,
and then from there, perform. It's beautiful. That. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's in my Kings family that not only introduced me to the family that were there and are no longer there, that have moved on to other opportunities and doing some new things for yourselves, which I'm so proud of you guys for.
Absolutely.
I'm super appreciative of you guys introducing me and just showing a young kid, man, that he can make things happen without having to be fucking signed to a major label or have a major marketing budget behind him to be able to get in the door.
It's funny you say that.
Something.
It's funny you say that because when I remember you was kind of like one of my first interviews in the backyard.
Yeah, man. We did this shit when it was just an idea. Like, y'all need to understand some shit, bro. Me and this cat used to get together and record records, of course.
And then pitch ideas.
Then we would just pitch ideas. We would just hit the backyard, have a little quarter and just smoke and do improv podcasts like this. So I would just press record on the voice memo. We just get to talking or whatever. So being here in this man's studio right now, seeing it be done the way he's doing it, we're 2 prime examples, if you guys are watching, of if you want to make some shit fucking happen, you can make the shit happen.
Absolutely.
Just fucking go for it.
Absolutely.
Manifest and go for it. And before you know it, you won't be in your fucking backyard anymore. You'll be in a studio like this.
We was in
running your own shit.
We was in the backyard. It was dust everywhere. We didn't have a camera.
We had no fucking cameras. We was on the iPhone.
Man.
Editing shit.
It was hard. It was actually hard because the idea was there, the vision was there, but the capital wasn't there, and we didn't have the equipment. Now we're here and we've arrived. And the only reason why I brought that story up because he had just mentioned how he came from trying so hard, and then once he got to a certain level, once he performed at the arena there, he felt arrived. Well, once I got into this same building right here where we're doing the podcasting, I felt arrived. I felt like, okay, I'm finally seeing. And then I did, you know, all my little music that's circulating now, and I'm starting to get the little recognition. So I'm starting to feel, okay, yeah,
You here?
you know, and I'm not here. Me personally, I don't feel here, but I just feel like, okay, I'm starting to feel recognized.
Well, and it's crazy because to
my
other
work.
people outside looking in, to them, we here.
Yeah, to them, yeah,
To
everybody
them,
think I made it.
To them, we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I have to sometimes realize that all that shit that you've been chasing forever or trying to get to forever that you think is going to represent what success is, to the people in your city, to the people that really know you, and to the people that really fuck with your shit, as long as you keep dropping music and as long as you keep popping up and you keep dropping content, to them, you're there.
yeah.
The second that you stop,
It's over with.
it's over with.
And you can't come back after 15 years.
No.
I don't know
There's
what.
no fucking comebacks.
I don't know why artists.
There's no comebacks. There's no comebacks in this day and age. There's
Well, I mean-
there's no fucking reason why even a nigga from 8 years ago can't re-record the shit that he did on a new beat, shoot a video, drop that shit on fucking DistroKid, on Spotify and everywhere. It's a hot ass single. He get 100,000 streams.
Yeah,
He'll be
he
like, damn, that's hot.
Yeah,
He know that motherfucker is 8 years old.
8
But
years
he
old.
has figured out a way to rebrand himself
Or reinvent
and
the music.
reinvent the music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can either be that person or you can be the person that's sitting on music that's 8 years old.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to be?
Hey, and that's some real shit right there, man. And that's real talk right there, because I got I don't want to say it, but I do. I am gonna say it. I got a little something cooking, stashed away in the cut. It's been sitting there bubbling over the years, and I'm just now getting ready to release it. And I think
Cook the shit
now,
up.
you know, folks is gonna just, oh, that's dope.
They're gonna eat it.
You know what I mean? But
Gonna chew it.
because you just said you gotta re-street.
I could like
I gotta repackage it. I just gotta repackage
my
it.
mixtapes from 8 years ago, y'all. I could do a fucking Taylor Swift if I felt like it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm producing beats,
Yeah.
I could just remake beats and respit these verses that are still on my phone.
Yeah.
Drop them as singles. What's up?
And nobody really
Nobody even know.
Excuse me.
But to me, it's
My bad.
bringing you new music that you guys have never heard because 8 years ago they didn't have that audience, right?
We didn't have it.
You want to reintroduce, so you know you guys might catch me through that.
I'm at the end of my rope here, and I'm gonna switch it up. CUTTHOAT style. You dig what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Family orientated. Kids.
Yeah,
How many?
got one.
Got a kid.
What is the name?
Married.
Not yet. Getting there.
Want to be married.
Yes,
And
Absolutely.
have you talked about a date?
we have. Haven't talked to her about it. You know who I've talked to about it?
Who?
My people that y'all, if you watch this shit, you know who you are. Because I've only talked to about maybe 3 people.
And I think they're going.
And we're gonna shut it down.
They gonna
'cause
so
the
and
bride, the bride don't even know shit. So
this nigga stupid. And that's congratulations. First and foremost on that, and God bless to you and your family and all of that good
Real
stuff.
quick, bro. My man said I have a kid, but my wife took him with her. I am really fucking sorry about that, bro. We're gonna address that later.
Let's just go to the comments here real quick. He just say that one more time.
Yo, my man said I have a kid, but my wife took him with her. Shout out to you, bro. If you're still, involved, that's really heartbreaking, and I really hope that you're okay, bro.
And I'm gonna put a spin on that. Good. Take the little bad motherfucker. Shit, he probably was. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
End of the day, bro.
That'd fuck me up too.
End of
Because
the day, bro.
I really wanted my kid too, so I know
End of
what
the
that
day,
means.
bro. Keep fighting for yours. Keep being in that
Absolutely.
kid's life, man. For real.
Don't let we
Keep fighting for real.
we gonna go right off into this. You political, right? You got a little political bone in your body. Because I want to ask about the government and what's been going on. We're gonna talk about white America for a minute.
Okay, let's do it.
And I will negative bigotry, racism. Think they gonna own it and correct it and have real reparations?
This is exactly what white people do or have done, do, and will continue to do. You have 2 sections of whites.
Well, I call that.
I call them. It's for me. It's simple. 2 sections of whites. You have the good whites, and you have the whites that are stereotypical, which means they do all the shit that you would expect white people to do. And you know what I'm talking about. Now,
Pilgrims.
when you're born with melanin like us, these are things that we can discuss without pushback. So if you have pushback, shove it right up your motherfucking ass.
Woo.
Real shit. That being said, there's two types of whites. Good whites and whites that perpetuate the shit that they always do. The good whites are figuring out, hey, this is bullshit. I ain't on the side of it. And not only am I not on the side of bullshit, but I'm going to continue to not only show my support, but I'm going to show my support not just through my mouth, but through my actions, through my resources, through creating charitable events, all that shit. And there's been quite a few white people that have done that. Shout out to you guys.
So do you think it'll be ever?
And they're always going to be on that side.
You don't never think it'll be ever.
You know what makes it terrible? Having two sides. That side is going to continue to do what they do for us, and we love y'all. And the side that just perpetuates the bullshit is going to continue to just get more and more angry and angrier and angrier and angrier at the right side that's doing the right things. So it continues to create this divide. Instead of it being like, hey, herd type of mindset, right? Hey, they're all doing that. That's right. Maybe we should do that too. It's fuck them for doing that. They're white. Why are they doing all this shit? This is bullshit. More hangings, more bullshit, more Trump, more. And all of a sudden, this gap gets like this. And this gap isn't even between blacks and whites anymore. It's between whites and whites. And that is why we will always be in the space that we're in. Good whites, perpetuators. Perpetuators talk shit and separate.
So you don't think it'll ever
Never
clear up?
And as much as I want to be up here talking kumbaya, and yeah, one day, they're going to get it. I'm going to just keep it 1,000 with your ass. No, the fuck they won't. And since they won't, we have to herd the ones that do into the right space as much as we can. Because as we continue to focus our energy on the ones that won't.
UTTH.
Every black person in America, myself included, was sitting on the edge. I was at Zocalo eating some lunch with my homie.
What is Zocalo?
Zocalo is a bougie ass restaurant in the suburbs
of Roseville
in the Fountains. And there's also one in Folsom and Sacramento too. It's a good restaurant. It's pretty good. But I'm sitting there and I look up and I see I'm half a margarita deep and I see Derek Chauvin finna get that ass. Got it. But I'm so nervous that I'm sitting on the edge of my chair like he's not going to get prosecuted for the shit.
Man, we all was.
So I was literally sitting there with my drink and I'm like,
yeah.
On the first one.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I'm like.
Well, on the first one, I jumped for joy.
And the second one, I'm like.
Yeah.
Then I was like, they're going to get him on the third. They got to if they did the first two. But what if they don't? But they did. Oh.
Yeah.
I know my suburb black ass was like, thank God, took a shot. Niggas in the hood was like, hold on. They're about to do the announcement. Hold on a second. You got your hood and shit? Hold on. Just in case.
Yeah. Niggas was getting the guns ready, click, clack, and all of that. You ain't never lied.
I ain't guilty. Y'all. You put the shit away.
You ain't never lied.
You can put the shit away. Yeah, motherfucker.
You ain't
Why
never
the
lied.
fuck did we have to be like that? Only us was like that.
Because you got to realize we have taken so many blows.
I was expecting him to be innocent.
The justice system have taken so many different cuts on us as far as they get Emmett Till, all of the people that did it to Emmett Till, and they let Emmett Till people go free. They get
Rodney King gets his ass beat.
All of them go to trial acquitted.
They go to trial and get fucking acquitted
every time acquitted.
So why the fuck did you think I was gonna sit on the edge of my seat like
so? And that's exactly why you felt like that, and that's why to answer your question, that's why all the black people in America felt like go get the clicker, and get all of that,
get the thing,
and let's go.
We gonna blow the fucking
because we get ready to burn it to the ground. We get ready to burn it to the ground. This was great. I mean, I love this stuff. I love chopping it up, man. This is good things.
Cutthroat Radio, man. Make sure you guys tap over, man.
Go over there to Cutthroat Radio right now. Right.
Do it.
Please. I need to. Why y'all not doing it? Because y'all trying to blackball me. I know what y'all doing.
They're trying to fucking
whiteball me. Yeah,
It's 2 seconds for your motherfucker. If this is
don't do it when I get some money. Please don't do it when I get a bigger podcast.
If this is your fucking laptop, just go like this. Just go. And go and then
Boo.
Click.
Listen.
And you subscribe.
Don't wait till I get a bigger platform. Don't wait till my car changes from that bucket I got to a Bentley.
Because then
don't wait.
Because then what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? Oh, I believe.
So you didn't even watch one.
You didn't watch one.
You license bitch. Is there anything you want to tell or my audience and your fans out there?
I just want to tell my audience, man, straight in the Cutthroat Radio. Shout out for fucking with your boy AT. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. For tuning in to Cutthroat Radio. Shout out for fucking with your boy AT. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitch on there as one of my next guests. Tea Time, Sports Music Entertainment. Make sure you check that shit out and continue to fuck with me, man. We got a show on the 24th at the Union. Half the proceeds are going to charity.
I will be up there filming.
Half the proceeds are going
podcast.
to charity, guys. AT, C Styles, She Go Crazy, Lexi B, Quincy Black, motherfucking Jenny, my lady, him, my man Alice Ritchie. It's going the fuck down, y'all. Make sure you're there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna be up there with that camera.
Make sure you.
I'm definitely gonna be in there with Booby and Mac Mall, Sugar Wolf, aka Doobie, AB, all of that good shit, and Dale Treese will be at the Bandwagon in Fairfield. So stay tuned for all of the shit that I got going on and all of these artists that they doing whatever they doing, because I'm filming all of them in their habitat, and you're gonna see I put all of that together in a nice shrink wrap plastic.
Live in direct.
Hella followers, bro.
Good.